Hey guys, welcome back to my FIFA 19 Champions League series on Nintendo Switch. This is the second leg against Paris Saint-Germain, and I've got a 4-0 lead from the first match. So the Premier League game's on the weekend, hey? Who is it? Chelsea. Tottenham put Chelsea to the sword on Saturday. Tottenham was so much better than Chelsea, and the back four of Chelsea really they were exposed. We saw what the back four of Chelsea was like against Tottenham. They were beaten. It was probably Tottenham's best game of the season, to be honest. And I've actually moved this up to Legendary because I was playing it on World Class and I won that last game 4-0. So I've moved up to Legendary, the highest level on FIFA 19, to give me more of a challenge. But yeah, did you see that the Tottenham-Chelsea game on the weekend? It was Tottenham just battering Chelsea. Chelsea didn't know what they were doing, and Sarri said at the end he didn't like anyone in that game because all his team didn't perform very well. But Tottenham were really good, and Heung-min Son, the goal he scored, he just ran past Jorginho. Jorginho didn't have a good game. He just ran past Jorginho. He ran past David Luiz and he scored that great goal. Tottenham's third goal the other day, on Saturday. And Manchester United drew 0-0 with Crystal Palace. I mean, I know Manchester United aren't having the best season, but I mean they've got to beat Crystal Palace at home. Come on, and they're so boring to watch. I mean, I've got to say, this Manchester United team is the most boring team to watch. I mean, West Ham, Bournemouth, they're more entertaining to watch than Man United at the moment. And they're playing young boys in the Champions League. I know they already beat young boys, but I mean, it could be every time Manchester United play, you just fear they're going to lose, because they play such passive, negative football under Mourinho, And Arsenal won 2-1 against Bournemouth. They're chipping on. Liverpool won. So they're doing well. Chelsea gone fourth now, I think. I don't know, but yeah, they were put to the sword against Tottenham. Tottenham really outplayed them. The attitude of the Tottenham players were really good. There was a real intensity from the Tottenham players, and they really put Chelsea to the sword. It was the worst game I've seen Chelsea play this season, and that was their first loss as well. First loss of the season for Chelsea. And Champions League this week. So if you come back on Friday, I'm going to upload my next FIFA video with my reaction to the Champions League games this week. But I think if Man United win, they've gone through to the next stage, to the knockout stage. So I know they're playing against young boys, and they should win. They beat young boys in the first game, but I don't know. Every time Man United play, it's just they could lose, and they're so boring. They're so boring to watch. And I feel sorry for all the Manchester United fans that go to Old Trafford and they spend all that money to go watch Man United play live, because they're so boring. Messi. Into Suarez. Oh. That was close. And Man City beat West Ham 4-0. West Ham also had a lot of chances in that game. Maybe almost as many chances as Man City, but obviously Man City put their chances away. And I think 4-0 was a bit flattering, because West Ham put up a fight, and it didn't seem like a 4-0 game. But of course, they're so clinical. They they put their chances away, Man City, and they won it 4-0. But they're a free-scoring team, and I mean, they're the best team to watch in the Premier League. Manchester United are the worst team to watch in the Premier League. Messi. Oh, Dembele. Come on. It's got to be more clinical than that. And yeah, Barcelona drew 1-1 with Atletico Madrid. I mean, Atletico Madrid, they've got like one of the best defences in Europe, so that wasn't much of a surprise. And you know, Atletico Madrid, they're the third team in Spain really, behind Barcelona and Real Madrid. Although Real Madrid lost 3-0, was it 3-1 to Eibar? So they're not having such a good season. Definitely not going to win La Liga, that's for sure. That was close. Almost a good pass that was. You know, Dembele can't finish it off. I'll tell you what, in the Manchester United versus Crystal Palace game, I know I've been slagging off Lindelof like all throughout this series, but he was their best player, Lindelof. He even got an injury at the end of the game, and he carried on playing because Mourinho had already made his 3 substitutions, and he carried on playing with an injury. So even though I've been slagging him off, he was like their best player. Oh, Rakitic! Just before the half-time whistle as well. What about Dembele? Make friends with Dembele. Yeah, that's it. They love each other. Right, it is on Legendary. I can assure you. I'll show you even. Not that one. Oh, it hasn't got it here, has it? Oh, it is on Legendary. You have to trust me. Because I was playing it on World Class, and in that last game I was 4-0 up. Oh! 5-0 in aggregate, hey? No way PSG are coming back from this. Yeah, Liverpool, they won. Was it 3-1 or 3-0? They're chipping on. They're still second. But, you know, Man City really are the team to beat. Yeah, Man City really are the team to beat. Chelsea, I said before, Chelsea aren't really one of my favourites to win the Premier League. Well, they're my third favourites. But I said at some point Chelsea would drop off. And against Tottenham, they were beaten, and they were beaten good by Tottenham. Tottenham really put them to the sword. And Heung-min Son scored a great goal, that third goal. And the Harry Kane's goal, I think the Chelsea keeper, Kepa, he was a little bit unsighted, but I mean, David Luiz, he got out the way of the ball, and Sarri said because he didn't want to change. He didn't want to change the direction of the shot, but really he's got to get in the way of that shot and block it. He's a centre half, David Luiz, you know, and of course he didn't do that. And Kepa couldn't. Chelsea goalkeeper, he couldn't see it. He was unsighted. Ooh. Yeah, he was unsighted, and Harry Kane's shot. It wasn't a very good shot from Harry Kane, but because he couldn't see it, and David Luiz didn't block it, and the keeper couldn't see it. It sort of just went through and went into the goal. But it wasn't the best shot by Harry Kane, you know. But yeah. But even though Tottenham was so much better than Chelsea, and especially in the first 25 minutes, it really was just Tottenham pushing, pressing, winning the ball back, starting attacks. And there were so many times when Tottenham had the ball and it was like 2v1, 2 versus 2, and they were through on goal. And the back four of Chelsea really got exposed against Tottenham. So that, for me, that was Tottenham's best game of the season. Their best performance. Suarez. Ooh.
Targets available. Cross comes in.
That wasn't a good cross. Yeah, and it's Champions League this week. Tottenham playing Barcelona. I don't know who are they playing. Oh, Busquets. He hasn't really got the best shot, but he's a great central defensive midfielder. Busquets. Yeah, I watched the Manchester United versus Crystal Palace game, and it was just so boring. You know, if you're playing for 0-0, shame on you. But that was not a good cross by Messi. And Manchester United, they're so boring to watch. And they can't get rid of Mourinho because, you know, he's got a contract until, what, 2020? And the fans are being held to ransom because of that. You know, Lukaku as well. He hasn't really got the best touch. He can't really run with the ball and beat a man, you know. Oh, come on. Still 5-0, so I'm going to go through here. Oh. Here's the counter-attack. Into Messi. Oh, come on. That should be a yellow card. Are you kidding me? Just hit a great ball in to Messi, and they take him out. Like, yeah. I mean, Manchester United, they couldn't beat Crystal Palace. They didn't have the quality to be quite fair. Oh! Nice goal, Suarez.
Absolutely brilliant.
Look at him. Yes, we know you're having a baby. Yeah, they couldn't beat Manchester United. Couldn't beat Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace, to be fair to them, I think they had a lot of opportunities. I think they had the better chances to score than Manchester United. I mean, Anthony Martial, their attacking players didn't really have the best game, and I don't know. They're not playing Ander Herrera. Why aren't they playing him? He's better than all the other midfielders. And he brings on Sanchez. Mourinho brings on Sanchez as a midfield player in the second half. And Sanchez, as far as I know, he's a forward attacking player. He's not a midfielder. But they brought him on as a midfielder, and he was trying to make passes. He was like being the quarterback. He was trying to pass it around when they brought him on at half time. But that's not what he does. Oh, good pass. Oh, he had to get that tackle right. Yeah, they brought him on as a centre midfielder in the second half, Sanchez, and he's not a midfielder. He's an attacking forward player. He's a striker. And the whole Man United team. Who are they playing? They played Darmian. Oh, Suarez, unlucky. Yeah, they brought on Darmian. Where the hell has that guy been? He just came out of the blue, and they started him. And Matic as well. He's not really having a good season. Like. And even if they get rid of Mourinho, I mean, they're still going to have the same players. Oh, good. Own goal. That was an own goal. Messi would get it because the shot was on target. But it was there. Was that Varane? That was PSG centre-back. Own goal that was. We'll see that again on the replay. Yeah. Was the defender. He was just trying to defend it, so can't be too harsh. But yeah, this is on legendary because I won the last game 4-0, and it was on world class. Oh, Coutinho. So I moved up to legendary now to give me more of a challenge. So this is the highest level on that FIFA 19 on Nintendo Switch has.
Now Busquets. Lionel Messi. Suarez.
Coutinho. Oh, Dembele.
And the ball
Like a
is
knife through
in
butter
the
that
net.
was.
The crowd have gone crazy, and quite rightly so. What a finish that
That's
is.
good. I need Dembele to get some more goals because he hasn't been scoring. So Coutinho just runs to the side there. Yeah, I need to get Dembele on the goals because it's been Suarez and Messi and Rakitic, and I think this is like Dembele's first goal for me.
One-way traffic on the night.
Yeah,
4-0
Manchester
here.
United. I know I go on about Manchester United every game in this series, but really they're so boring to watch. Like,
Kimpembe.
you know, they're one of the biggest. Oh,
Well, they were
that
clearly
could have been a
on the
yellow.
receiving end,
Yeah,
so
Manchester
free
United. They're
kick
one of the
is
biggest clubs in the world, and they've got such rich history.
Kimpembe
But
now.
this team
That's a
under
case of just
Mourinho
5
is
minutes left.
it's so embarrassing to watch. Like,
Draxler.
you know, and they should beat young boys in the Champions League, and then they'll go through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. But every time you see Man United play, it's like, oh, this is probably going to be 0-0.
This is Thiago Silva.
And I know I've been slagging Lindelof off in these videos, but he was their best player for me. Against Crystal Palace the other day. He got an injury at the end. He was limping. He was limping around. He could barely run, but he couldn't come off, or because Mourinho had already made the 3 substitutions, and he had to play on whilst he was injured. And he had great spirit to. Suarez
And he's broken free. Can he beat the goalkeeper?
chipped. Oh, that would have been a lovely chip. All right. I'm into the quarterfinals, so if you stick around on Friday, I'm going to upload the quarterfinals video, and I'll also go over my reaction of this week's Champions League games. I'll upload that video on Friday. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to me already, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. In these videos, I sort of talk about topical news in football as well as play FIFA 19 Champions League on Nintendo Switch. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.